to rip. Break number 677. The 2019-2020 Prizm Retail 1 box. Yeah, that was great, Corey. What about that NHL's response? Absolutely ridiculous. They only fined the guy $5,000, which I know that's all they could do because of the rules. But then fining the Rangers $250,000 because they announced that they weren't happy with it. I hate stuff like that. Malcolm Brogdon of the Pacers going to Joey, followed by Mikal Bridges of the Suns going to Rob. Then we have a red wave Bismack Biyombo of the Hornets going to Tim. That's not numbered. Donovan Mitchell of the Jazz going to Descartes. We have a Nikola Vucevic of the Magic going to John, followed by Larry Johnson of the Hornets going to Tim. Then we have a Nasser Little of the Emergent RC going to the Trailblazers and Jeremy, followed by a Dennis Smith Jr. of the Knicks going to Joey. And as always, if there's any products that you want to have sent to or have us carry, just send it to joe@breaktraders.com or DM me on the Discord. Malik Monk of the Hornets, followed by Tristan Thompson of the Cavs, followed by a Silver Mitchell Robinson of the Knicks going to Joey, and then a Jaren Jackson Jr. of the Grizzlies going to Jack. Nickeil Alexander-Walker of the Pelicans going to Joseph. Then we have a Paul Pierce, followed by a hyped James Harden and a Markelle Fultz. Trevor Lawrence, hot take, I think he's not going to be a good NFL quarterback. Wilson Chandler, Malik Beasley, Brandon Clark, instant impact for the Grizzlies, and that's going to be going to Jack, followed by Yusuf Nurkic of the Trailblazers. We have a Cody Martin of the Hornets going to Tim, followed by Terrence Ross and Steph Curry Green and Nick Knox. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but that's just my thought. Chris Middleton, Charles Barkley, Jackson Hayes, RC of the Pelicans, and then a Willie Cauley-Stein of the Warriors. Jackson Hayes going to Joseph. Looks like we have a red wave in here. Tyler Hero, RC for the Heat, going to Gustavo. Followed by a Luke Longley penmanship auto, and that's going to Ruben. They will reflect the market. And then a De'Aaron Fox red wave of the Kings going to David. Not the auto you want to see is true. Bradley Beal of the Wizards. Thaddeus Young, Danny Green, Lanta, the emergent Zion of the Pelicans, and that's going to Joseph. And then a Josh Richardson of the 76ers. Kevin Porter Jr. RC of the Cavs, and that's going to Michael. Followed by Nikola Jokic, the Dominance Devin Booker, and Quinn Cook. The Lakers really struggling this year. I think they're in 7th place now. Wild. Eric Bledsoe, followed by Marcus Smart, Alonzo Mourning, Silver Prizm, and Josh Okogie. Halfway through after this pack, Darius Baisley, Nicholas Batum, Darius Baisley Instant Impact, and then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's the Thunder pack right there. Darius Garland of the Cavs. Followed by Steph Curry, Ty Jerome, Instant Impact of the Suns. That's going to be going to Rob. And Marvin Bagley III. Jimmy Butler, followed by Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Kawhi Leonard, NBA Finals, and Mitchell Robinson. D'Angelo Russell, followed by Sean Kemp of Green Robert Covington of the Timberwolves. That's going to be going to Ryan, and then a Rudy Gay. Chuma Okeke of the Magic going to John, followed by DeAndre Ayton of the Suns, Marvin Bagley III, and Norman Powell. Thanks for checking that, Brett. Ivica Zubac, followed by Steve Nash, the Red Wave, Chris Paul of the Thunder, and then Myers Leonard. Bruno Fernando, followed by Will Barton of the Nuggets. Then we have Cameron Johnson, emergent of the Suns, going to Rob, and Etwan Moore of the Pelicans. My Oni of the Jazz going to Descartes, followed by Terry Rozier, the Dominance Giannis, and Bogdan Bogdanovic. Yeah, we hit a lot of LaMelo in the 2021. It is weird. PJ Washington Jr. of the Hornets going to Tim, followed by Kevin Garnett. Terrence Mann Silver RC of the Clippers going to Danny. Terrence Ferguson of the Thunder. 4 packs left. Let's get that RJ Barrett. Let's get a Ja Morant. We've got a lot that we need to hit. Miles Turner, Scottie Pippen, a Dominance Ben Simmons, and a Kelly Olynyk. The discount codes are in the chat. Keldon Johnson RC of the Spurs. That's going to be going to Richard. Followed by Kevin Love, the Instant Impact Cam Reddish going to Stephanie. And Kevin Looney. 2 packs left in this break. Justice Winslow, Tracy McGrady, the Green, DeMontis Sabonis, and Gorgu Dieno. Ding, dang. Kyle Guy of the Kings going to David, followed by Jamal Murray, Matthew Dellavedova, and De'Aaron Fox. Alrighty, let's run through our hits. The Green Wave Sabonis, the Dominance Giannis, Red Chris Paul, Green Robert Covington, Red De'Aaron Fox, Green Steph Curry, and Red Bismack Biyombo. And our rookie rundown. Kyle Guy of the Kings going to David. Keldon Johnson of the Spurs going to Richard. Terrence Mann of the Clippers going to Danny. PJ Washington of the Hornets to Tim. Mai Oni of the Jazz going to Descarte. Cameron Johnson Emergent of the Suns going to Rob. Bruno Fernando of the Hawks going to Stephanie. Chuma Okiki of the Magic going to John. Ty Jerome Instant Impact of the Suns going to Rob. Darius Garland of the Cavs going to Michael. Darius Baisley of the Thunder going to Wyatt. Darius Baisley Instant Impact to Wyatt. Kevin Porter Jr. of the Cavs to Michael. Jackson Hayes of the Pelicans to Joseph. Followed by Cody Martin of the Hornets to Tim. Brandon Clark of the Grizzlies Instant Impact to Jack. Mikhail Alexander Walker of the Pelicans to Joseph, and Nasir Little of the Trailblazers to Jeremy. I watch UFC sometimes, Brett, but not a huge fan. And obviously now with Saturday nights with Sauté, that's really brought down my UFC watching. We have the Luke Longley of the Bulls penmanship. That's going to Ruben. Followed by the Green Instant Impact Cam Reddish. And that's going to be going to Stephanie. Followed by a Tyler Hero RC going to Gustavo. And then our Zion Williamson Prizm Emergent going to Joseph. And that is the end of break number 677.